everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week I have a very exciting video planned. So a couple weeks ago I asked you guys, I did like a poll on Instagram, and it was between if you guys would rather see a back to school thrifting video or a video about starting your channel when you're working full time. And back to school thrifting won, but I had a lot of people messaging me to still do the YouTube channel video about how to start a channel while working full time. So that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about today, is some of my tips and tricks about how to start a channel when you have a job. I think this is important because a lot of YouTubers now and influencers now, they try to give tips, but they really might not have like a real sense because they haven't had a full-time job in a while. Well, like obviously YouTube is a full-time job, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like while you're doing something else like office work, or for me, I'm a server and I work 35 to 40 hours a week and I still have to post, well not have to, but I choose to post 2 videos a week. So I'm here to tell you guys some of my secrets and my tips on how I manage my time correctly. And yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do today. So I have a very long list of notes for you guys. I wanted to be sure I didn't leave anything out. So without further ado, let's get started, guys. If you have any questions and you want to see more of these tips and tricks, leave them down in the comments below, or you can follow me at Little Miss Marissa and leave me a DM, and I'll be happy to put them in my next video regarding this topic. All right, guys, so my first word of advice for you is you have to have discipline. And this is something that's really hard to implement, maybe at the beginning as well when you first launch your channel, because it's gonna be hard to get into a set schedule with yourself, especially if you're like a server, or if you work at the theme parks, or if you have any like part-time or full-time job at like a restaurant, a fast food place, like it doesn't really matter. But if your schedule isn't set, it might be a little hard to get this really implemented at first. For me, for instance, I work Tuesday through Saturday, so my off days are Sunday and Monday. Every week, I'm really lucky that I have a set schedule. So Sundays and Mondays are really dedicated to filming my videos, cleaning my house, which is hard because most people, when they have days off, they want to have fun, they want to go do things, they want to relax. And of course, I try to make time to do those things, but first and foremost, I have to make sure that I'm taking care of my house, and I'm also filming my videos and editing them on those set days off. It's also a little hard because I post my videos on Tuesday and I usually film them on Monday, so I have like Monday to film and edit at the same time and then post them the day after. So it really just comes down to discipline and being willing to work on your days off. I also sometimes will film, like for example, if I work at night, I'll film on the day, let's say like Wednesday or Thursday, so that way I can get ahead, but I usually don't because I'm just trying to rest and save my energy for work. So that's my first piece of advice for you. I also would say try to keep your house clean, because the reason why is when your house is clean, you're gonna feel more willing to work and to do things. So I feel like keeping the house clean, at least for me, is a really important thing in the way of making YouTube videos, because if I were to sit down and try to film a video and I knew that my house was dirty, I would just be really like, I wouldn't be able to stop thinking about it. So I think that that's really, really important. I also think it's important to be able to learn ways of self-care as well, because if you are launching a channel, this isn't even just launching a channel. If you're trying to grow your Instagram, if you're writing a book, if you're doing like all of these other things, you have to make sure that you're taking time to take care of yourself, even if that's just like 10 minutes a day, once a week. You just have to find something that's really gonna help you. For me, on Saturday nights when I finish my last shift of the week, I love to take a bath, I love to drink wine, and it's my way of kind of settling down. I also have to listen to my body, so instead of working out on my days off, I might just rest instead. I think that's really important when you're starting a channel, because your schedule is going to be so packed that you want to make sure that your body is ready to go. My next advice for you is find what you want to do. So for me right now, I am doing one main channel video and one vlog per week. So you can really do as much or as little as you want. Like if you want to do one main channel video a week, or if you want to do one vlog a week, or if you want to vlog every day, or if you want to do one main channel video a month, that's really like your choice. So I would say you have to figure out what you want to do so that you can stick with it. Because if you're like, maybe I'll post this week, maybe I'll post that next week, I feel like it's harder to actually get down with it and actually do it. And rather than like, if you know like, okay, I need to get a vlog up this week, I need to get a main channel video up this week, I think that that is way easier to stick with your schedule than if you don't have that plan in motion. My next piece of advice for you is planning your videos. So I think I'm gonna do a more in-depth video about how I plan my videos, but I always trying to show you guys what my schedule usually looks like. I want to do a video like talking more in depth about how I pick what I'm filming when, because that's going to be a pretty lengthy video on how I work out these schedules, but it looks something like this. So this was back in April. So I have all my main channel videos and then all of my vlogs ready to go. So I definitely want to have a more in-depth video talking about that, but I do recommend having a schedule set for your videos. I usually plan like at the beginning of the month or a couple months in advance and have all my videos written out and ready to go. This dog is nuts. And then I also have like a list of backup YouTube videos to film if I ever don't know what I want to film for a particular day. And I think that's super helpful as well for you to write down your ideas for your videos, because if you one day are like, I don't know what to film, and you just like stress yourself out about it, it's less likely that you're gonna sit down and actually film a video when you're feeling stressed and anxious like that than if you're like, oh, look at this backup list of ideas that I have, maybe I could pick one of these to film today, and you have a little bit of the weight lifted off your shoulders. So every time I think about an idea, I could just kind of add it to my list, and then I have that backup list for whenever I need to film a video or whenever I'm setting a schedule for a month. Then I know exactly what I want to film at that particular time. So that is my advice to you as well. Okay, another piece of advice that I have is to just do it, guys. Oh my gosh, I cannot emphasize this enough. I have so many friends. My dog's eating a bone, by the way. I'm sorry if you can hear that noise. I have so many friends who are like, yes, I want to start a channel, I want to do this, I want to do that, and they have great ideas, and then they're like, well, I just can't start until I have this camera, or I just can't start until I have this setup, or I just can't start until I have this equipment and this equipment and this equipment. In my opinion, if you're saying that, I genuinely think you're never going to start your channel, because once you have one thing, you're going to be like, oh, shoot, I have a nice ring light, but now I need a nice microphone. And then once you have that nice microphone, you're going to be like, shoot, this camera, it is not a good camera. And I feel like it's just going to take you forever to start, honestly. Right now, I'm filming on my iPhone. I have a couple cameras. They aren't as good of quality as this iPhone. I have a ton of things on my Amazon wish list that I would love to have for this channel, but right now it's just not possible. So this is how I'm doing it, and I'm honestly really happy doing it this way. And then this ring light that I got, my sister-in-law gave to me for Christmas. Like, it's definitely things that you can build up over time, guys. It doesn't have to be perfect from the first video that you launch. So I definitely would say just do it. Just do your first video, and I promise it's gonna work out. Eventually you'll be able to build things up over time. Once you start gaining a following, you'll probably honestly get some partnerships that'll help you get some great equipment as well. So work with what you've got. Just start making videos. It's so important, guys. Please don't let anything stand in your way when it comes to like, oh, I need this, I need that, I need to lose weight, I need to do this, I need to do that. Just do it. And honestly, the more videos that you post, the easier it's going to be for people to click and see your videos and to check out your channel. So it's really important that you are posting videos as quick as you can and also as consistently as you can, because I do have some friends as well that make such great videos, but they started it and then they just like didn't finish, like they just stopped making videos, and it sucks because I know that they could go so far with it. So anyway, just do it, guys. The more videos you get up, the easier it's going to be for people to find your channel, and just don't let anything stand in your way. That is my advice to you. My next word of advice is to stick with it. So like I said, I have had a bunch of friends start their channels and then it either ends up being too hard, or it's a lot of work, or they're just not seeing the progress that they want to see super quickly. But I say stick with it. I have been doing this for 2 years now. I have about 150 subscribers. So it definitely is a very slow process. At least for me it is, and for a lot of YouTubers. If you have some amazing content, like there's one girl who just started a channel who lives in a van with her snake. I'm sure you've seen her videos. If not, they'll probably pop up for you soon. But she got like 1 million subscribers in like a month, and that's awesome if that happens. But the reality is sometimes it's just not going to be like that. You can have the best videos ever, and some people just probably might not see your channel for a little bit just because you're freshly starting. But just stick with it, because I wanted to give up so many times, and then I reached the 10,000 views, I reached 100 subscribers, I reached 20,000 views, and it's like such a great feeling inside to know that people are actually clicking on my videos and they actually enjoy them, and to see comments from subscribers, it's just the most amazing feeling ever, guys. So stick with it. I promise it will be worth it. And also, some videos are gonna take off and some videos just are not. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Some of my videos, my Stranger Things video has reached 4,000 views, which is just insane to me. And then I have other videos that aren't even above 20 yet. So I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing that each of your videos isn't reaching like 1,000 views. I only have, I think, 4 videos that have surpassed 1,000 views. And that's totally okay with me, because when they do hit that, it's always like really fun for me if I don't have those expectations, like, oh, I need this video to get this many views, this video to get this many views. If I don't have those expectations in place, it feels really good when they actually do surpass it. And honestly, the videos that have surpassed that, I was not expecting. The only one I was expecting to actually take off was the Stranger Things video, because I released it when Stranger Things was coming out, so I knew a lot of people were going to be searching for it. But other videos, like my Brooklyn and Bailey video, I literally recorded that on a day I was not really in a good mood, and that video has like almost 3,000 views. And then I recorded a video, I should save this for in a second, but my Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures video got almost 1,000 views. And then my ancestry video got like 1,500 views, and I was just shocked because I was like, what? People care about my ancestry? So you just never know. Honestly, you never know, and you just have to stick with it, because you're gonna post a video one day and it's gonna reach 1,000 views or more views, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And your video will definitely impact your channel, so you're definitely going to feel the growth. It just might take a little bit, and that's totally okay. Just stick with it, guys. Be consistent and you won't regret it. I'm sure of it. My last tip for you guys is to be authentic. So I hear a lot of people talking about like, oh, I'm gonna make videos about this because that's what people are really into nowadays. I'm gonna make videos about this because this is what is really trending right now. And that's great to do videos that are trending or popular, but don't do it just because it's gonna get you views. Because I really think that your viewers are gonna see that that is just really not your true self, and it's gonna feel really inauthentic and fake to them. And what people are really looking for nowadays is not really that video. They're looking for people who are real and genuine, and I think that that's super, super important when you're starting your channel. I also think it's really important to talk about things that you're passionate about. I was listening to a podcast, it's called What We Said Podcast, and Kristen Johns was on it, who is a YouTuber. If you didn't know, she's married to Marcus Johns, and she was talking about, like, she made a video about plants and it did not do well when she first launched it, and now it's like her most viewed video because she did a video about something that she loved, and eventually it became something super popular. And going back to my Barbie video that I did about hairstyles from Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures, that video I was genuinely not expecting to take off the way that it did, but it became so popular, and I genuinely think it's because I really love Barbie and I really love the show, and I really loved her hairstyles in it, and I was like, let's do this. I don't really know that much about hair, but I'm gonna do it, and it ended up being super popular. So I think it really just, you have to be genuine, because people are gonna be able to realize that you're fake like pretty quickly. And if it's something that's not super popular in the moment, that doesn't mean that in 2 years from now it's not going to be super popular and people are going to be clicking on it. And if you produced that video 2 years ago and it already has some views, then it's probably going to be ranked a little bit higher on the YouTube algorithm when it does eventually become trendy. Don't shut the door, because then you can see the electricity box and it's ugly. See? I'm almost done on my last tip. Another piece of advice that I have is to not start a channel just because of the money. I think that it's really important that you're starting a channel because you genuinely love producing content. I was talking to my mom this week, and she helped me realize that, like, this channel is an outlet for me to be creative, and it's also an outlet for me to share how I'm feeling and to really express myself and to be able to put my opinions and my thoughts out there. And I think that that's so awesome. And like, I really just, I think that it's important to be able to express yourself in a way. And if creating videos isn't that, then don't do it just because you're trying to make money off of YouTube. I think that if you are doing it because it's genuinely something that you love, I think that the money will come eventually. But I don't think, like, if you're starting a channel just to make money, I think that it's gonna come through in your content and in your videos that you're really just trying to get to a certain point. And I just think it's just important for you to do something that you love, guys. It's just important for you to put yourself out there and be authentic with people and create content that you love and not just content that you're trying to make $1 million off of. As my dog scratches in the background. Alright guys, well that is about all the tips and tricks that I have for you today. I hope that this helped you in some way. I really think that YouTube is a great way to express yourself and be creative. And I hope that these tips helped as well if you're not doing YouTube, but like maybe Instagram or things like that. I feel like these tips may have been helpful for you as well. But if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below what other videos you'd like to see about starting a channel. If you would like me to do that planning how I plan my videos video. And I hope that you're all having a wonderful week. Nala and I are going to a party tonight, so be ready for that on Thursday with the vlog, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!